Jim Caviezel will not be returning as Jesus in Mel Gibson's long-awaited sequel, The Resurrection of the Christ. After more than 20 years since The Passion of the Christ shocked Hollywood and became one of the highest-grossing independent films of all time, Gibson is finally continuing the story. Only this time, someone else will carry the cross, and that new face is raising eyebrows. A new Jesus for a new generation. The role has gone to Finnish actor Jarmo Jaakko Aunen, best known for The Last Kingdom and Vikings, Valhalla. He's taking over from Caviezel in a two-part epic that Gibson plans to release in 2027, with each film arriving 40 days apart. The first will premiere March 26th, and the second on May 6th, timed deliberately to fall on Ascension Day. Filming is already underway at Rome's Cinecittà Studios, the same site where the original Passion was shot. Gibson has reunited with Braveheart screenwriter Randall Wallace, promising a more mystical exploration of what happened between the crucifixion and the resurrection, what he calls an acid trip, not for shock value, but to describe its otherworldly scope, a completely recast ensemble. Every major role has been recast. Mariela Gara, a Cuban actress who appeared in Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, will play Mary Magdalene. Kasia Smutniak from Domina will portray Mary, the mother of Jesus. Pierluigi Pacino, known for Netflix's The Law According to Lydia Poet, steps in as Peter. Riccardo Scamarcio, recently seen in Johnny Depp's Modi, takes on Pontius Pilate, and Rupert Everett joins the cast in a small but important role still under wraps. According to reports, the full recast wasn't about drama but practicality. After 20 years, digital de-aging everyone would have been both costly and distracting. Gibson wanted a fresh slate to build a new tone around. But why not Caviezel? That's the question echoing across fan forums. Earlier this year, Caviezel publicly said he was ready to reprise the role that defined his career. Yet no call came. The studio never explained the decision, leaving room for theories, creative differences, scheduling conflicts, or maybe Gibson simply wanted distance from the first film's controversies. Whatever the reason, it's clear the director is steering in a new direction, visually, thematically, and spiritually. The debate around casting still. The choice of Aunen has stirred a debate that always seems to surface with biblical films: authenticity. A blonde, blue-eyed Finnish actor portraying a Middle Eastern figure inevitably sparks questions about representation. Some fans feel it's another case of Hollywood ignoring historical context. Others argue that acting is about transformation, not resemblance, and that performance matters more than appearance. But there's another layer: faith. Many who loved Caviezel's performance believed it worked because his own faith infused every frame. He approached the role not just as an actor, but as a believer. That sincerity resonated deeply. So people wonder, can someone without that same connection bring the same emotional weight? Faith versus performance. This debate goes beyond skin color or nationality. It touches on what audiences expect from portrayals of sacred figures. Should faith be a casting criterion? Probably not officially. Yet, it's hard to deny that spiritual conviction can shape how a role feels on screen. Aunen, for his part, hasn't spoken publicly about his beliefs. What he does bring is raw intensity, a stoic, warrior-like energy that could translate into quiet strength. Perhaps Gibson wants that edge, a Jesus not only serene but unbreakable. Inside the production, The Resurrection of the Christ is being produced under Gibson's Icon Productions with Lionsgate as studio partner. Many of the filming locations are the same as before, including Matera, one of the oldest cities in the world and a familiar setting for fans of The Chosen. The ambition is unmistakable. The original film, spoken entirely in Aramaic, Hebrew, and Latin, grossed over $610 million worldwide. Few directors would risk following that up. Gibson appears determined not to remake The Passion, but to reimagine what comes next: the unseen aftermath, the triumph over death. A clash of biblical epics. Interestingly, Gibson's release plan places The Resurrection of the Christ just weeks apart from The Chosen's own theatrical crucifixion film. Two different retellings of the same story arriving almost side by side. One born from independent Christian media, The other, from a Hollywood auteur known for controversy and conviction. It's a coincidence that feels almost symbolic. Two perspectives, two tones, one timeless narrative. Mel Gibson's vision. Gibson has hinted that the sequel will dive into spiritual realms rarely seen on screen. The chaos of the underworld, the moment light pierces darkness, and what resurrection truly means beyond the physical. He described the story as unlike anything he's ever read, suggesting it will blend the sacred with the surreal. If he pulls it off, it could redefine how faith-based films are made. Less sermon, more cinematic mythology. But if it misfires, critics will be ruthless. The weight of expectation for Unen. The challenge is enormous. Caviezel's portrayal left an imprint few actors could escape. Every expression, every wound, every whispered prayer from the Passion became etched into cultural memory. Replacing that is daunting. But maybe that's exactly the point. This sequel isn't about replication, it's about transformation. Just as the resurrection itself is a story of renewal, Gibson seems to be taking that theme literally by resurrecting his own film through new voices and faces. What lies ahead? So what can audiences expect? Probably something grand, unsettling, and emotionally charged. A mix of history, mysticism, and faith, told with Gibson's trademark intensity. And as for the casting, whether Unen proves to be inspired or misguided, one thing is certain. Everyone will be curious enough to see for themselves. The story that began in blood and pain 2 decades ago is about to rise again. This time with a different face, a new generation, and a director determined to shock the world once more. So what do you think? Was replacing Jim Caviezel a bold artistic move, or a decision that risks alienating the very audience that made the Passion of the Christ legendary? Either way, the resurrection of the Christ is coming. And whether it redeems or divides, it will be one of the most talked about films of 2027.